Hey MechWarrior, welcome back. Hey, read that bottom band down there of the news flash going on, and you'll see part of what's going on throughout the entire inner sphere, breaking up and reforming and rebellions and all that good stuff going on. Should always be reading that if you get the opportunity. It is based on the lore of the inner sphere, and there's literally 120, 140 books on that are very good reads for the most part, packed with action, packed with intrigue, packed with politics, and a little bit of romance. Let's go speak to Rihanna. It's a well fleshed out universe.
Commander, nice work taking down your martyr and acquiring what can only be described as an extraordinary piece of salvage. You said you hoped this second set of coordinates would provide more information about your father. Well, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Farhad, you want to fill the commander in?
Oi, mate. This mech is a thing of beauty, eh? 95 tons of sheer Merlin. She's got two medium
Magic.
pulse lasers, a pair of Gauss rifles, 10 heat-sinks built in, some very serious armor, an extended range PPC, and, to top it all off, a top speed of 48.6 kilometers an hour, mate.
That's
I'm
slow.
telling you, she's a bloody beast.
Okay, now tell the commander what else you found.
Right, sorry, Guff. I started by taking a deep dive into the mech systems database, see what I could learn. And this mech, well, I had never heard of it before. A Night Star. Been extinct about 200 years, best I can tell. I wouldn't have believed that even existed if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. I found more than that though, eh? Seems to be par for the course these days.
Farhad,
Alright, the thing is, Commander, this mech, at some point, belonged to your father.
I thought you said it had been extinct for 200 years. How could it have belonged to my father?
we found another audio log, Commander. Inside the mech.
Identification. Alpha Charlie 7718 Victor Romeo. Year is 2986. I have landed on Godwin Prime ahead of my infiltration of Karita space. Now only weeks away. I have decided to leave my mech here. It would only draw unwanted attention and risk my cover being blown. It is well hidden, and for the time being, my true identity remains secure.
Sure it
My
does.
mission will proceed as planned. My next transmission is set for approximately 1 year from today.
Commander?
My father was a spy? For whom? And what the hell was he doing with an extinct mech?
I don't know. Never the answers we want, and only the questions we can't answer. We know Comstar was tracking the movements of people and ships entering the inner sphere from unexplored space. I think that your father was one of those people. Only he entered more than 20 years ago. Where his journey originated is anyone's guess at the moment. But I'm beginning to think that the different coordinates he left behind mark the path he took on his way in.
You mean before someone discovered his secret and forced him to change his identity?
Exactly. Unlocking that last set of coordinates will hopefully solve the mystery once and for all. Right now, though, Spears has a new mission for us. Thinks it's time to take another run at Comstar, slow them down some more. I'll detail the briefing while you get us to our destination.
All right, sounds good.
And here we go again. Turn and burn. 4.7, 3500. ER laser 5. And a medium pulse 5. 7.8's not bad, but it's short range. That's the problem. Max is 550, but to do the 7.8, they got to be within 275 meters. But we'll accept it because that's where we're going. And I want to see how long I got. 3 months remain. So we're doing good on time. 13 to get done. Ooh, the D took more damage than I did last time. Are we there? No. Yeah. Are we there yet? No. I do know that when we get done with this, after the last mission, it's 76 days just to get back to Hearts Hill. You gotta load them all the way across the inner sphere. So I'm really hoping I'm not gonna violate something here and not be able to do Razzlehague because of the time expiring and not enough travel time. We'll find out. If it is, I'll back up the saves and go do it and do this over again with clan-based mechs. Here we are. Oh, 3-month warning. Yep. I'm not going to accept that because I'm worried about if I accept it, will I then... Yeah. Have to go on it? I don't know. It's a 95 campaign at 400 ton. So in theory it only gets a little bit worse than this. Ever. Lots of points. I got 15 picks. Yep. I will be on the lookout for equipment, not mechs. Yeah, everything's good to go. We'll just let that Atlas skull rotate. Appears to be stuck. That's quite common. Then it'll leap forward. Eventually. Sometimes. Quite often. There we go. And now we'll peter it out to the end. I don't know why it does that. Okay, I know some of the folks are good enough to keep up a relatively light banter through all this stuff, but I'm not there. For one thing, I get up at 6 a.m. and it's 9:30 at night. It's been a long day. I'm more about let me chew my ice cubes and sip my rum. And it's still slow. Here we go. Gosh, 8 minutes in for a simple combat mission. Highlander Atlas.
Reactor online. Sensors
Atlas.
online. Weapons online.
Think a hunchback because of the hunch behind its neck, but Atlas, of course.
Comstar's FRB is nearby. Destroy as much of their infrastructure as you can. Once you've hobbled their capabilities, I'll come get you. Expect stiff resistance. They'll have plenty of mechs on the ground, even if they don't have their full complement in place quite yet.
Roger that. Make sure you keep the beers on ice, Rihanna. I have a feeling we're gonna want a few after this one is all said and done.
Will do, Commander. Good luck.
I gotta admit, last couple times I've run campaign, I've taken the XL engines that I earned during the campaign and convert my Atlases to 64.8 kilometers per hour as opposed to upgrade weapons and heat sinks. So I'm not used to playing these this slow.
Target acquired.
Invalid target.
I thought you might say that, so I'll do it again.
Incoming battlemechs. Be
Target
advised
destroyed.
that you are approaching private property.
Yeah.
Please turn
New
back
target
immediately.
rifleman.
Indecision.
I've got it ranged.
Acquired. New target awesome. Target acquired.
So if about taking things off the field.
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
You hide behind trees only for so
Target
long.
acquired.
The primer shots have been destroyed.
Hey, big guy. Yeah, I go for headshots. Of course, it's the only thing that's not scarred up and blackened on, and it's his head.
Target acquired.
HQ is taking heavy fire. We need assistance.
Target destroyed.
How did that not kill that?
Target acquired.
Dragon reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
Victor. Come here.
Guess why they call me Firestorm.
I assume that means he actually hit a target.
Target
There you go.
destroyed.
Fuel tank just exploded.
Time to go do the demo.
Enemy destroyed.
But first, pesky little noisemakers in my ear.
Target acquired. Target acquired.
Yeah, going in.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system.
That was a miss. Total reaction shot anyway. I could make this faster by stopping and doing my SRMs as chain fire, but I'm lazy.
Why? Why are you doing this? There are women and children in that building.
Integrity of this place is down to 50%. We're halfway there.
Free shots. Everybody else is on the other side of the buildings, except for this guy who has to live up to that little bit of misfortune. It's always critical. It goes, why am I so hot?
Target acquired.
This is Dragon. Vehicle destroyed.
Heat critical. Target destroyed.
1/3 left.
Target acquired.
Just a wee bit more, Commander. This complex is on the verge of collapse.
See what there is to shoot. Nothing here. Shooting at me.
Target
I think we can all agree that shooting at me just gets my attention.
destroyed.
You do not want my attention.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
16% should be enough for these and the walls. And
Excellent work, Commander. I'm inbound for Exfil. 45
Like
seconds
that.
out. Pharaohs are on ice and ready to go.
Still the best ops commander in the entire inner sphere. And I'll take on anyone says different.
Target
All right, enough of that. Go on and get to the pickle point.
Copy that. On my way. Target is down.
heck, the targets are on the way, right? I've always found this one to be a little bit easy. The nice big planet up there hidden behind the atmosphere and clouds. It's one of the few where I don't run off to try to, get away from it all. Although there have been times where that's exactly what I do.
Contract successful. Time to get paid.
Gonna warn you right here that this is gonna be a standalone mission, very short episode. Crucible's next, the final mission, and I want that to be a standalone all by itself as well. So instead of going and finishing up Crucible and this one and stretching it out to a potentially 40-minute mission or more, I'll be calling it quits. After I pick up some wonderful LRM-10s, that gotta be something worth 4 more. Yeah, I'll likely sell these, so might as well take that. I'll leave a point on the board. Yep. There's something to be said when I get 23 and combined they get 19. And I knocked down the majority of the buildings. Although the Highlander, that's pretty good. I'll give him credit for that. That AC-20 goes boom pretty well against buildings. Lots of money. Lots and lots of money. We're over 100K. Started this off at, I believe, in the low 70s. So, you wind up with some pretty good money on this. Don't waste it. And, yep, that's going to be it for this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Preferably comment first, but I'll take it any way you do it. We'll see you at the next episode of Up Plays MechWarrior 5, because until then, as I've always said, Opus out.